Trixie Laumonte, while the audience settles down a bit here, Trixie Laumonte is a fella, and he prefers to be called she. So, she lives as a woman and works as a female impersonator, entertaining both gay and straight audiences. She is probably the most popular drag queen in Sydney's gay Oxford Street and other places, and we're delighted to have her with us today. So please welcome Miss Trixie Laumonte. Welcome.
How are you?
Trixie, why does a delicate young thing like you do this?
Delicate young thing. I'm neither delicate nor young. The reason I do it is mainly, as a boy, I was a very effeminate looking boy, and I got sick of being called a poofter and sick of bashing up the people that called me a poofter.
As you got bigger?
No, as I got into drag. And I just sort of got into it with my mother's help.
Your mother approved?
My mother approved. My father hated it because I looked prettier than my mother.
You had a very...
And,
a very liberal mum, eh?
I certainly did. My mother helped me a terrible lot, and I must thank my mother for that, because to me, I don't wish to be a woman. I must get that straight from the very beginning. I don't wish to be a woman. I'm just in a lifestyle that suits me. As I said, I was sick of being called a poofter, and just this is my lifestyle. I live as I am, as a transsexual.
Are you still called a poofter?
Very few and far between.
What happens when someone calls you that name?
I bash them, and I get lots of offers as doormen at different clubs and pubs around town.
Good, well, I won't use that name again. You said that you don't like you don't feel like a woman now, but did you feel like a girl when you were a young boy?
I had a few girls when I was a young boy. I grew out of that as well.
I'm not totally sure that was my question, but...
Oh, sorry.
Did you have to come to terms, or have you come to terms with your identity?
Well, I never had to come to terms with anything, really. All I had to come to terms with was my father rejecting me. I could never accept that part of it, but as I said, my mother helped me. She took me to the doctor, and I had hormone treatment, and voila.
But I guess a pop psychologist or psychiatrist would say that the reason why you now dress in drag is that your father rejected you as a boy. Not as simple as that.
He can say what he likes. I know a couple of psychiatrists' sons that live in drag now.
You haven't had the operation?
No.
Why not?
Well, as I said, I don't wish to be a woman. I've just found a lifestyle where I can live as I am, as an entertainer, firstly. It's a lifestyle that I feel comfortable in, and that's my life. I don't wish to be a woman. The only reason I would ever have a sex change is, like, say I'm 50 or 60. I might look that age now, but I'm not. Say I am 50 or 60.
I never ask a lady her age.
Well, you can ask me.
What's your age?
I'm 36, 37 this Christmas.
Right.
And the only reason I would have a sex change is because of, say I got too old for sexual reasons. That would be the only reason I would have my sex change from a man to a woman.
Do you dress as a woman when you're at home, or just as an entertainer?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Do you ever go on the street? When was the last time you went on the street dressed as a man?
When I was 16 years old.
Wow. That's quite a change, isn't it? Now, you entertain, as you're doing here today, I mean, you entertain gay people and straight people. You're not simply Oxford Street gays.
Oh, no, no, no. I do a lot of club work. As the ladies know, you go to your local RSL and you have sort of ladies' prawn days. Is that right, girls? Is that right, girls? Yeah. Good, thank you. Don't be frightened of me. And
you've just given them lots of reasons to be frightened.
I could give them a few more if they wished. No, but I do a lot of club work, like when I do the clubs, I usually have male strippers with me, and the ladies love a male stripper. When I took my clothes off, they'd ask me to leave. I'm actually a lesbian's delight. The lesbians love me.
The lesbians love you?
They do. And actually, what I must say to you is today, Ray, there are 3 gay hotels on Oxford Street that are having a gay Ray Martin lunch. They are. There's the Belmore Park, which is a lesbian pub, where all the girls there are having a Ray Martin lunch. They hide the big video screen and watching you in living colour, and me in living colour. Hi, girls. And I've got to work there tonight, so I've got to be nice. And of course, there's the Paddington Green Hotel and the Exchange Hotel all having Ray Martin lunches today and watching it on the big screen.
Well, I hope they're not...
You have a very large gay following.
Now, we've... Now, don't you laugh, because we have usually women or guys who dress up as women do it somewhat. They exaggerate the femininity, right. And they stand out in a crowd, so to speak, as people who are dressed up in women's clothes. We have a couple of people in the audience, while you're laughing up there, who we planted, who are in fact men dressed up as women.
Hence the old saying, you never know when you're sitting next to one.
That's right. And we just wondered whether, with the shock, we just wondered whether anyone noticed that. I don't want you to point to someone, it may not, it might be the wrong one.
No, but girls, can you see 2 gentlemen dressed up as women in the audience tonight? 2, not 1.
We haven't got that side.
Have you noticed where the other one is?
No, we'll have a quick look. Can we do a quick scan with the cameras? Can we see? We've got. We've identified Tallulah. All righty. Right, that's Tallulah, and welcome to Tallulah. I guess we could say that you gave it away because of the gear you're wearing today. I mean, it's not normally what people wear to the Midday show. Sorry. But we still haven't found that, so let's find... can we have another quick look through the audience and then we'll tell you who it is?
Toni from Lagos.
Okay. There we go. All right, there it is. There he is. That's Toni from Les Girls. Toni, yes, it is beautiful hair. We've got, we have some film here or some tape of you being made up earlier from...
No, it's Tallulah.
Is it Tallulah? Sorry? Okay, or Tallulah then. Before? You've seen the after. This is before. Right. And you might, I mean, do you wear, Tallulah, do you wear women's clothes all the time?
No, no.
Just for entertaining?
Yep.
Tallulah works in the show at Patches, and on her nights off she works there as a barman. And as you can see, it takes a lot of time and effort to put this on. As you probably were told before, they ran a bit over time because she took so long to put her makeup on. Not because she takes long to put her makeup on, but it takes a lot of skill, practice, and things like that.
Right, okay. And Toni, I mean, I mentioned that you work in Les Girls. Toni, do you, again, is it only when you perform that you wear those clothes, or do you, like
no,
Trixie?
I live as a woman.
Do you?
All the time, yeah.
So how long have you been wearing women's clothes, so to speak?
I've only been living in drag for about 18 months.
18 months. So are you picked in the street? I mean, do people subject...
No, not at all.
Never?
No.
Till you open your mouth?
Well, I can put on a girly voice if I like. They never know.
But Toni, a funny thing about funny thing about Toni is I met Toni and knew her for about 4 or 5 weeks before I realised Toni was...
You didn't even pick it?
No.
All right, well, that's interesting. Thank you, Toni, very much. Thanks to Tallulah very much indeed for that and for going through. And Trixie, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And all those girls in the 3 pubs, have a nice lunch. We'll be back in just a moment.